Right now we have, young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is.
Greetings and salutations, loyal viewers of this channel. My name is Sean, and today we got to talk about this little bit of a faux pas, you could say, by New York Governor Kathy Hochul, who seems to be under the impression that black kids not only don't know how to use a computer if they're in the Bronx, but don't even know what the word computer is. No, I'm not kidding. It's an absolutely amazing view into the leftist mind, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do, I want to thank everybody who signed up over on actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Okay?
Your support is greatly appreciated. So on May 7th of this year, New York Governor Kathy Hochul was in a conference in Los Angeles that talked about something global innovations when it comes to AI technology and how we can make sure that the AI robots understand the black and brown perspective, because I don't know if you guys know this, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, artificial intelligence is already racist, it's already evil white and racist, and we need to fight back against it because again, evil white racism. So she leads off her little bit of a speech with something that I can only call a cringe-inducing pat on the back. Let me play that for you right here.
In fact, I talked to a lot of other people who said, I wish my governor had thought of that first. I said, no, this is New York. We like to be first. With all due respect to people from other states. It's sort of our attitude. We will be the best. We will be the first.
So first of all, I need to make something 100% clear for those of you out there in the audience, and even those of you who aren't out there in the audience, because it needs to be known, it needs to be heard, it needs to be felt. Precisely approximately zero people, when polled, we found out that 0 people came up to Governor Kathy Hochul and said, wow, this amazing thing that you guys are doing over in New York. I wish my governor would have thought of it. And then she never, and I mean absolutely not, ever once, to 0 people, 0 humans that are alive, responded, well, this is New York, and in New York, we like to be first. So already, and I mean already, this exchange never happened. I just want to make that clear, that this is a self-flagellation process where Governor Hochul is trying to pump herself up, get people on her side to think that she's this innovative special governor. She can't even figure out bail reform. She can't even figure out a way to get the judges in the state of New York to actually have judgment when it comes to suspects. This is the same woman who defended the same day automatic release of people who dismembered bodies of 2 murder victims out in Long Island.
But there was just a crime in Long Island where body parts were found all over Long Island. They had 4 suspects. They let them go. And now they're out there still. So what is the deal here? It sounds insane to me.
No, the crime that was brought was not what was bail eligible. Yes, murder is. Yes, conspiracy to commit murder is. Yes, assault is bail eligible. All those are. I know that the DA is working really hard with the Suffolk County Police Department to build the case they need to bring the charges that are necessary. The charges he brought, he did not have enough evidence at time to hold them.
So you can't hold them?
Not on the charges he brought.
So no, absolutely not, did no person ever in the history of humanity, let alone somebody who doesn't live in New York State, look at this woman and say, wow, I wish my governor would have thought of that. But wow, Governor Kathy Hochul, you're such a good governor. Never in her life, not even in her dreams, does Kathy Hochul get complimented in this way.
And I want others to follow, because right now we have, young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know these things.
So I love everything about this. Every single thing. Even the fact that Governor Kathy Hochul doubles down and says they don't know. Because she's not just saying that young black kids in the Bronx aren't capable of using a computer proficiently, aren't capable of using a computer in terms of workload. Maybe they don't know that special typey type method where you're supposed to position your fingers or whatever on a keyboard. She's saying that they're so ignorant about the existence of computers in the Bronx, in New York City, in the biggest city in the United States of America, that they don't even know what the word computer is, which is just an amazing thought. I'm glad she expressed it, and it really goes to show you how little these people think of minorities in their country, in their state, and in New York City, because Governor Kathy Hochul says this and then doubles down after saying it. And I know some people are going to say it's a flub, but this idea that blacks are totally incapable but for the hand of the savior known as Kathy Hochul is something that I genuinely, truly think she believes.
And I want the world to open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
So the next thing I like about this is that Governor Kathy Hochul says she wants the world to open up to them. These childrens in the Bronx, these black kids who have never, ever in the history of ever heard of the word computer. They pronounce it computa, maybe, perhaps that's what they do. She wants to open up the world to them, and then she follows it up with the sentence that is the most NPC garbage sentence that you could possibly have and could only come from a left-wing Democratic politician. No human being that isn't in the Democratic Party could say this sentence to follow up such an absurd statement, but a Democratic politician, but a governor of one of the most populated states in the entire country.
Because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
So that right there is what we call liberal gobbledygook, progressive gobbledygook, whatever you want to talk about. When you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, that really addresses society's problems. You're not saying anything, Governor Kathy Hochul. I got news for you. When you say diverse voices and throw in the word equity and all that nonsense and say, oh, innovating with technology because innovation is a positive word, you sound like Sam Hyde doing the joke TED Talk, and that's exactly what's going on right here, except she's dead serious, except this is a legitimate idea that is floating around her brain that is currently being transmutated through her voice and out there. And yes, I just drew you a picture of the path of thought that Governor Kathy Hochul was going through. On top of that, I also want to point out to everybody in the audience that the guy that's actually asking her questions, he's a black dude. Just look at his face in response to what Governor Kathy Hochul said. Just look at what is going on behind this man's eyes. Obviously, college-educated person. Obviously, somebody who grew up around possibly other black people in his life. And obviously, somebody who knows that black people for decades have known what a computer is, have known what the word computer is, even if they didn't own a computer per se, because, you know, they're so poor in the Bronx, in New York City, that they have no idea what it is. Again, Governor Hochul, you might not understand this, you might not know this, but black 5-year-olds got cell phones, they got smartphones, they're texting and twittering, and they're mastering the tickety-tock and all these new things, newfangled technologies that the youngins be doing. They might not be innovating diverse solutions with their diverse voices and taking on society's problems as of right now, but they know what these words are. Maybe not the garbage words that you're saying, but they know what computer is. They know what phone is. They've heard of these things.
I've created this governance board, this advisory committee. Our CEO is Arvind Krishna, who is the CEO of IBM, very well-established legacy industry. The co-chair is Tamika Barrett, who's the CEO of Girls Who Code. Why did I do that? Because I want all those young girls to know that there's a place for them in this emerging technology.
Yeah, she talks about how they have this New York governing task force or whatever, and they have the CEO of IBM. She mentions a name that sounds kind of South Asian-y, Indian, if I'm guessing. I'm not exactly sure, but Indians are disproportionately tech CEOs. And then she says Tamika, whatever the hell her name is, obviously a black woman who is the CEO of Girls Who Code, because she wants girls out there to understand that their diverse voices are absolutely key to innovating solutions for society's challenges, and they don't want to be left behind in terms of unequitable solutions related to AI, because in reality what we need is AI to be equitable, diverse, and have diverse voices, and those diverse voices need to be innovating solutions for the challenges of the future, for a more diverse, more colorful, more beautiful New York, and of course we want the United States of America as a whole to follow us, so a more diverse, more equitable, more beautiful nationwide American country, according to Governor Kathy Hochul. Again, I will point out, look at this man's face as he is staring at her, as she is saying the nonsense that she is saying. He is not into this. You could see it. It's all in the eyes right there. He may be behind glasses, he may be in profile, but you could see the laser beams shooting up in Kathy Hochul's face right here. And what that is diverse voices actually exercising their disapproval of Governor Kathy Hochul in order to innovate solutions on how to have better governance for a future, for tomorrow, for the next yonder kind of thing. And did I mention AI and equity? Because AI and equity.
So this is how we make it more equitable, make AI equitable for all in the state of New York. And I want other states to follow that. That's just the larger framework. Got it through the legislature. Can't always do that very easily, but it's a huge commitment. But that supercomputer is being built, and we're going to get it done.
Okay, so I'm not joking. I had only seen the part where she said the thing about the black computers or whatever. I didn't think she was actually going to say that she wants to make AI more equitable for the citizens of New York and for others to follow. I was actually just making up stuff off the top of my head, the most empty-headed, nonsensical talking points that I could put forward, and then Governor Kathy Hochul said it. I swear to you people out there in the audience, I watched a much shorter clip of this on twitter.com/Kathy Hochul is an absolute idiot, and then I just made up what I thought was the continuing thing, and I made sure to make it as dumb as humanly possible, and that's what she said. I wonder if Governor Kathy Hochul is actually just using ChatGPT to write her speech. She's like, listen, I want to talk about AI, I want to talk about diversity and equity, just work that into a sentence, garble it up, and I will throw it out of my face. Yes, I'm using all these different hand motions throughout the course of this video because that's what I need, because that's what my constituents will like, because that will make the wine moms feel much better, because, you know, I want to make sure that everybody out there in New York understands that these poor blacks, these black kids in the Bronx, these basically shut-ins that are from an uncontacted tribe in Bronx, New York, they don't even know what the word computer is. They don't even know what the word phone is. They don't even know what the word is, so they can't even understand what I'm saying. So what we need is to make AI more equitable in its access. Access is also a very good word for these black youths in the Bronx. And honestly, I'm gonna go in circles on this if I just continue, so I'm just gonna leave this off to you guys out there in the audience. What do you think of Governor Kathy Hochul? Was this a revelation of how she actually feels about black citizens in the city of New York? Yes, the Bronx is in the city of New York and statewide and nationwide. Or do you think that this was just a flub, no big deal, and what we should really focus on is transforming artificial intelligence for all the citizens of New York and for the nation to follow to be more equitable? Because when you have diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, that helps solve society's problems. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, show them by leaving a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on my social media, support me via the support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about a thing that happened, that occurred, and then I made a video about it because that's how it works. Till next time.